Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and also kind of a marketing expert, talking about the fear and the panic over at Anheuser-Busch over their Bud Light brand. The Bud Light brand is in serious trouble, and this just came out from thedailymail.com. Bud Light is now accused of cowardice for turning off their YouTube comments on new countrified commercial and is slammed for pandering to customers lost during the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco. This is a commercial they released. And you know what? I have dislikes enabled through an extension on my browser so I can see the dislikes. It's 12,000 dislikes to 238 likes after 9.8 million views. So people have seen this video. Most people don't like it, but the comments are completely turned off. So you can't leave comments and you can't criticize the brand. They're in such a difficult situation right now. I don't know what I would do exactly if I were this company. You could apologize, but that's not really enough. I do have an idea. I'm going to tell you what the idea is right now. Wet t-shirt contest. Yes. $1 million prize, wet t-shirt contest. Maybe they'd be able to turn this around. Otherwise, I don't see how they're going to be able to do it. 12,000 dislikes against 238 likes. Let's get into the rest of this article so I can give you all the details. Before we get into the article, please do subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. A new country-themed Bud Light commercial features the song Chicken Fried. Its release on Thursday came less than a month after the Dylan Mulvaney backlash. Comments were disabled, but viewers on Twitter still criticized the new ad. Because just because you turn the comments off doesn't mean that people are not going to say negative things about you on social media. But should they have turned the comments off? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bud Light is being criticized after pandering to lost customers with a country-themed commercial and preventing viewers from offering feedback by disabling the comments on YouTube. The commercial, which debuted during the Thursday NFL draft and was later published to YouTube, shows four friends opening cans of Bud Light at a country music festival as the song Chicken Fried by the Zac Brown Band plays. It's one of a number of commercials released by the company since the partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney at the beginning of April caused sales to plummet. The commercial is a clear nod to the American country music scene and its fans and designed to appeal to the humor of its more traditional market, much of which was alienated by the controversy. Now, I've been doing research, that's where this blonde girl with the soccer ball came from, on what was Bud Light really doing over the last 10 years, 20 years in terms of their marketing. Who are these Bud Light girls? It goes all the way back to the 1800s. 1883, the first Budweiser girl appeared to help promote their product. They've been doing that for a long time. There's a whole separate website, Boost My Product. Budweiser girls boost the sales of Budweiser beer. They must be attractive. They must be clean cut. They can't have tattoos. They can't have piercings other than earring piercings. So it's really something they've been doing for a long time. Associating the female form with promoting their product is something they've been doing. It's part of the DNA of their product. Why they would choose to go ahead and put Dylan Mulvaney and mix that in there, I have no idea. In the 3 days since the 30-second video was released, it has accrued more than 8 million views. Now it's 9 million plus, but received less than 200 likes. So here's where it's at. 238 likes, 12,000 dislikes. People are really frustrated with this brand. By comparison, the song Chicken Fried was uploaded 14 years ago and has 135 million views and 571,000 likes. People like the song. The song isn't the problem. The betrayal by Bud Light definitely seems to be what the problem is. It was in 2021 when YouTube decided to stop the dislike feature. Part of that seemed to have to do a little bit with President Biden. Part of it was corporations not wanting to get review bombed. But, review bombing is just basically people saying, hey, look, we're angry with your company. You need to serve your customers. This is kind of exactly what the situation is with Bud Light. They need to please their customers. They need to think about what their customers want. They haven't been thinking about that. They've only been thinking about pushing their agenda. And that's why we're not interested. We're interested in letting people know this is probably not a company you'd ever want to trust again. Disabling the comments on YouTube did not stop viewers from discussing the advertisement on Twitter. Real smart. Piss off that demographic, then cynically try to lure them back with this. Don't fall for it, one user wrote. Another user wrote, RE Bud Light's use of Zac Brown's Chicken Fried during the NFL draft to stop the sales dive. Nice try, but nah, made it worse. You revealed how intentional your trans promotion was. You knew, you chose, you didn't care. It only takes once to show us what you really are, wrote another. Several social media users threatened the company for being cowards. Quote, just saw your new throwback commercial showing the good old days. Cowards, a Twitter user wrote. The good old days are gone until you address the woman-face situation. You underestimate our memory, further insulting us. One solid month of insult, and now you think we're coming back. Get lost. An opinion piece published in Bloomberg before the commercial release used similar language to describe how Anheuser-Busch has responded to the backlash and accused the company of setting a new low in corporate courage. Kicking a political hornet's nest for clicks and giggles before running away is no way to elevate a brand or promote a cause, wrote Ben Schott, the publication's advertising and brands columnist. Quote, even Mulvaney's harshest critics must acknowledge they're standing tall in a hurricane of hate, taking the invective with remarkable poise. I don't know about that, but this is the quote. In cowardly contrast, Anheuser-Busch instantly retreated into the shadows, he wrote. The Country Fair commercial was released a day before Mulvaney returned to social media for the first time since the backlash. Mulvaney pledged to continue sharing content on social media and added, I don't know if reincarnation is a thing, but in my next life, I would love to be someone non-confrontational and uncontroversial. Well, obviously, if nothing else, Dylan Mulvaney wants attention at any cost. Dylan Mulvaney is not a shy person. So I don't know what Dylan Mulvaney is going to do in their next life. Maybe you want to let me know what you think in the comments below. Evidence of how the Bud Light partnership with Mulvaney may have damaged the brand was evident in a viral video posted by Kid Rock, a popular musician who specializes in Southern rock, rap, and songs with country elements. Kid Rock posted in a video which shot a case of Bud Light beers with a rifle and said, while wearing a MAGA hat, that he wanted to send a clear and concise message. F Bud Light and F Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day, he said. And he absolutely blew the hell out of a couple of cases of Bud Light with his semi-automatic rifle. And that's how he felt about it. And what's interesting is he's got his own brand. He's got his own life. And people respect Kid Rock. So people do want to know when there's something controversial going on, well, what does Kid Rock think about it? Now they know what Kid Rock thinks about it. He's got to do stuff like this to get the message out. The outrage quickly spread across social media, and conservative politicians and celebrities also shared their opposition to the partnership. Country star Brantley Gilbert protested the partnership while performing at an Indian Mountain ATV park in Piedmont, Alabama. He was tossed a can of beer on stage, but took a look at it and exclaimed, F that, and then smashed the can to the ground before being tossed a different brand of beer. Daniel Blake, who's the Anheuser-Busch vice president for mainstream brands, stepped back from his job last week. He was put on leave just days after Bud Light's VP of marketing, Alyssa Heinerschied, took a leave of absence. They both took leaves of absence. They're gone. They're not coming back. Blake is Heinerschied's boss, and the move highlights the turmoil at the multinational business, which is valued at more than $100 billion. They've lost a lot of market cap. Just a quick explanation. Market cap is the value of the stock if you were to sell all the stock at the price it's currently trading at in the stock market. Anheuser-Busch's stock was down by, say, $5-6 billion over this controversy because it was clear they deeply damaged the Bud Light brand and, of course, also Budweiser and probably some of the other brands by their association with Bud Light. The corporation has to be able to say that they did something when they're dealing with their board of directors and they're dealing with shareholders. Clearly, this was a mistake, whether it was deliberate or it was accidental. It turned out to be a bad result. So you've got to at least, and this is the least they could have done, was to put these people on leave. They should have really fired these people and they should have disciplined these people. There should be no pensions. It should be get the heck out of here with the most severe ramifications they can possibly have in terms of how they're running their business and improving future advertising. They need to know that you must respect your customer. You must respect the market. You can't just do whatever it is you want to do. And honestly, if you want to promote outside of the beautiful blonde girl market and you want to promote to the Dylan Mulvaney market, that's fine. You need to create a new beer, or at the very least, Bud Trans or something, something that is more suitable so that you've segregated off whatever it is that you need to do, that you're not offending your main customer base. They normally sell a lot of beer. So there's really no excuse as to why would you do something that would violate what makes your customers feel comfortable about consuming your product. You just can't do that if you're serious about your business over your agenda. The company said the bosses decided to temporarily step down, but the decisions were reportedly not voluntary. Anheuser-Busch CEO Brendan Whitworth, who was a former CIA recruiter in his prior life. What does that have to do with this? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments below. He said on April 14th, "We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We're in the business of bringing people together over a beer," said Whitworth in a statement. He added, "My time serving this country taught me, as a CIA recruiter, the importance of accountability and the values upon which America was founded: freedom, hard work, and respect from one another." Well, that isn't an apology. Obviously his apology was a non-apology. Customers don't feel respected. And here's how it works, really. You don't get to say, well, look, I think we've done enough apologizing to you people. Just buy the damn beer already. You don't get to say that. What you need to do is make the customers feel like they're comfortable. And if you can't do that, they'll never buy it again. I have done a couple of other Bud Light videos. People are saying they're never going to buy this brand again. I believe that. There's really no reason to. It's not like the product was ever so great. It was just kind of convenient, and they made it kind of fun with these spokesmodels and their promotions and the Bud Night. They made it cool, but it's not cool anymore. It's the opposite of cool. So why would people spend money on this? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you ever support this company again? Do you think this was a really cowardice, fearful kind of move to turn off their comments on the YouTube video? Do you think there's any number of YouTube videos and commercials that they can do to bring people back? Are you bought into my idea? $1 million wet t-shirt contest. I mean, look, that sends a message about the brand if they're serious about what they want to do. But I don't think they're so committed to their customer base that they'd be willing to take my suggestion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.